So, the Iron Curtain. That's the topic for today, the Iron Curtain and the Iron Curtain speech. And the main thing that you really need to take away from this is, what was this Iron Curtain? And maybe you could, well, we'll start with who said it. Winston Churchill. It's one of his most famous speeches. It's probably only second to the one where he said, "We'll fight them on the beaches, and we'll fight them in the streets," all that business. And it came actually when Winston Churchill wasn't Prime Minister of Great Britain anymore. He'd lost that election. You might remember from Yalta to Potsdam, Churchill had lost an election and Clement Attlee had taken over. And so Churchill was in America and he was giving a speech. There was thousands, well, definitely hundreds of people. There was loads of people in it, and it was being televised and recorded, so you'll be able to see a bit of that today. And he said that there are an Iron Curtain descended across Europe. What does he mean? Well, the first thing to point out, and I would be recording this in my books, and I'll probably tell you this as well during the lesson, an Iron Curtain is a metaphor. I would hope you've done this in English. It's not literal. There is not literally an Iron Curtain that has gone across the entirety of Europe, but it's supposed to represent what has happened to Europe. So think of the qualities of a curtain. You can't see behind it. It shuts things out. But a normal curtain, you can just, well, here's one, look. You can just move it to one side. You can go through the curtain if you're a stage performer, and you can go to the other side. An Iron Curtain, on the other hand, would be a lot more difficult to move and to go through to the other side. So, that's the metaphor he's going for. An Iron Curtain has descended, so nothing can get from one side to the other, or it's a real struggle to get from one side to the other. It's difficult to see behind a curtain as well, and it's an Iron Curtain, so it's really, really difficult to see behind, and that is what he means. At one side of the curtain something happens, at the other side of the curtain something happens, and there's not too much interaction between the two. It's difficult to influence events at the other side of that curtain. So yeah. And he's done this in response to everything that he's seen. Remember, Nazis in Germany in the middle, in the Second World War, they conquer East and West. We use this side as East, and as the war grows to a close, the Nazis are pushed back, and who's pushing them out? The Soviet Union. And as they push the Nazis back to Germany, all of this land is controlled by the Soviet Union, and they keep control of the vast majority of it. So wherever the Soviet army stopped and the American and British armies stopped, where they kind of meet, there's a line going down Europe, which is this Iron Curtain line. And there we go, that's what we're going to learn a bit about today. You'll be able to interpret a cartoon about the Iron Curtain, hopefully. And you're going to have a go at seeing if you can write the speech without ever having actually seen the speech. So, there we go.